Yeah, I'll tell you in the thing.
And we're
Welcome
live.
to We Are Asshole. Okay. We'll
I
start
always say
again.
that.
What?
I always say that at the start.
What did you say?
And we're live.
Oh, okay. Welcome to We Are
God.
Asshole. Damn it.
Nice.
Welcome to We Are Assholes, the show where we are assholes. I'm your host, PJ Philium. I am a gender, race, sexuality, and conspiracy theory fluid persons. My pronouns are they, them.
Hi, I'm Laugh Track, and I identify as whatever we're talking about each week, and I identify as Alex Jones's foster kid.
I'm Dave, and I identify as sleeveless and frilly.
All right, we're going to pause it real quick, and Andrew's going to shut off his microphone or his video.
Wait, what? I'm not looking at the video.
Shut off your video. I don't trust you.
What? No.
Oh, that's right. He tried to slip that one through by us, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to start walking around halfway through the episode.
I'm looking at the spreadsheet.
Yeah, right now you are.
Okay, you
It's in
realize
a half
that
hour.
even when the video's off, I walk around.
I was enjoying your double chin, but that's all I could see on the fucking
Andrew,
screen.
you're not. You've been banned from face cam for this show.
No.
Do you not
Yes.
remember what happened the other weeks? Oh, and now he's looking at his phone.
But because we're not even recording the show now, and Jacob said he got fired from his job.
Wow, that surprises nobody. This is part of the show, Andrew. Just shut off your webcam so we can move on.
I'll be fine.
Andrew, shut
We're
off.
going to sit here quietly until the webcam's shut off.
We'll wait. Thank you.
You think we won't wait?
I wasn't even. I was looking at the fucking spreadsheet. I had to click over to StreamYard to turn off the face cam. Gosh, you guys bully me way too much.
Oh, God. Back to that.
It's because he's not included, I guess. Anyways, so last week we talked about what did we talk about? Damn it! Oh, we talked about podcasts with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts? Which one came out as the best podcast? I don't remember. I should have looked.
Marissa Jones.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was that was obvious. Of course, she has a pretty good show. I think she's a Wondery podcast, so it makes a lot of sense.
So now we've reinstated the rule that we're not allowed to talk about other podcasts, right? You
I mean, it was still a rule last week.
Pandered to Carl, but now it's back well and truly in effect. And why has Laugh Track turned back on his camera?
Oh my God, I'm on the spreadsheet.
So
I'm looking at the attributes. I'm distracted by one of them, but that's what I'm distracted by.
what's happening here? Andrew, talk us through this.
I thought we were introing the show.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to shut off your webcam now.
It was off.
Yeah, now it's back
You
on for
turned it
some
back
reason.
on.
See,
Oh
the
my
fact that you
God.
turned it on leads us to believe that you have some hijinks planned. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I didn't have a plan before, but now that you've mentioned the webcam, now I want to leave it on.
All right, I'm going to be looking at the spreadsheet. Dave, I'm assuming you have a screen dedicated to this. Just keep an eye on Andrew.
Are we gonna interrupt the show multiple times?
I mean, yeah, by doing that, you're making my job harder because I don't know if I'm going to edit all this out or not yet.
All right, so continue introing the show.
I have no idea where I was.
OJ Philium.
Oh, okay, start again.
Do you actually want to start just from the top? We can do that. That's fine.
Oh, that sucks.
No.
Well, you shouldn't have been turning your webcam on, Andrew. This is all on you. This is all your fault.
Son of a bitch. Oh.
All right. So last week we talked about whatever. This week we're talking about conspiracies. All right. So it's golf scoring. So that means 10 is the worst conspiracy. 1 is the best conspiracy. So at 10, the worst conspiracy, flat Earth. Then 9, chemtrails. 8, black people don't exist. 7, fluoride turns the frog gay. Well, I didn't word that one very well.
No plural.
6, Alex Jones. 5, Bush did 9/11. 4, there's 2 3s. It's tied. So tied 3, the Holocaust and vaccinations are bad. 2, New World Order, and 1, global warming.
I have a problem with this.
Which one?
So, like, in Fluoride Turns the Frog Gate, what is the frog? Like, is it sounds like there's a certain frog in particular
Whichever one
you're
Alex Jones talks about.
Yeah, but he used plural.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I thought that it was maybe like,
Mm,
remember that like crazy frog thing? I thought it could have been that.
Yeah,
I
I was
don't
about
know.
to
crazy frog.
Andrew, here's your
Mhm.
Now it's
improv
frogs.
exercise. Name 5 famous frogs. Go.
Julia Gillard, Alex Jones, me, Freddie
Frog.
Mercury's dad,
Frog.
and then Dave's wife.
Frog.
Oh, Frog. Frog 2. Frog.
What did you think I was asking?
Well,
you?
Frog 3 died a few years ago. Frog 4 and Frog 5.
So is the only problem that you guys had with it is that I didn't pluralize frogs?
Well, that was my initial problem.
That's the only problem. So we can just move on. We're done with this episode.
I haven't looked
So
at the
overall-
rest of the spreadsheet.
hold
I was
on.
just
Where's moon landing?
Yeah, that counts as one of these.
that counts as flat Earth
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the moon is
exactly.
also flat.
Yes. Yeah, like if you think the moon exists, we're gonna have a problem.
I thought it was because the moon is flat.
I don't know. What do flat Earth people believe?
don't
I think they
know.
have like different things that different people believe for the flat Earth theory.
Do flat
Yeah.
Earthers believe in a spherical moon?
No.
Well, actually, I think there's different beliefs. I think there's some people that think that they're all like flat plates that are just directed at us. And then I think some people probably do believe that other things are round.
And the sun revolves around the Earth, right?
I don't know. I guess that's probably what they think. I don't know.
No, I mean that's a fact though.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so is that you guys have any other issues?
Well, now that we're
Yeah.
talking about the heliocentric theory, let's talk about OJ because orange juice and like
Okay,
vitamin D.
Let me read through the attributes. This is what I use to judge all of the conspiracies off of. So their plausibility, likelihood, gayness, factual evidence, first impression, big brainness, wokeness, creativity, OJ didn't kill anybody, benefit to society, attractiveness, persuasiveness, fashionability, stealth, bustability, and reading.
I have a problem.
With what?
So the way you say attributes, you say attributes. That's wrong. Fix it in post. You'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
So I've got a fundamental problem with the spreadsheet.
Yes.
Do you still not know how to rotate text?
I have the text rotated. What do you mean?
For overall score and ranking, why isn't it at 90 degrees?
Oh, so it's easier for me to read if I keep it like that. And those
You
are the
can't-
important categories too, so it's easier for everyone to read.
So you can't read sideways.
I mean, I just read all of those sideways.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easier to read as a spreadsheet if you have those like that, I think. Gives them more space for the important numbers.
Dave, I think you're lacking in big brainness right now. Okay,
It
you're gonna need to.
aesthetically displeases me.
Okay, so the only issues we have are not pluralizing the word frogs, and I don't have every single one of the categories vertically written. Okay.
Yeah, so all of the different conspiracy theories, what is the Alex Jones conspiracy theory? Is that just self-explanatory? What that is?
No, it's the theory that Alex Jones is actually controlled by a Martian inside of his frontal platelet.
I mean, not that far off. The Alex Jones conspiracy, which is a really popular theory, lots of people believe it, is that Alex Jones is actually a libtard plant to get people to, and like a government plant to get people to not believe conspiracy theorists because they make this crazy guy who believes all these crazy things,
Yeah.
like spout all this nonsense. And he's like, I believe that Sandy Hook, all the kids, they were all actors. And people are like, well, that's stupid. No one actually, like, that's retarded. But then he also say stuff like, yeah, the Holocaust actually happened. And then people are like, what a crazy conspiracy theorist. No one believes that. What a freaking idiot. Alex Jones, why would I believe anything that he believes? I'd have to be retarded to think the same things he thinks.
So where does the Martian fit in and all that?
It's just like, instead of a Martian, it's other people controlling him, whether it be the government or the New World Order.
So is he like an android or a robot, or I don't understand?
Why would you think that? I didn't say that he was like physically being like controlled with buttons. He's just a plant, like a plant. Yeah.
He's a plant.
He has no root system. How is he a plant?
His root system is in the conservative side of politics. So he gets a hold of all the...
A metaphorical root, okay.
Exactly.
All right, so now that we've cleared this up, let's
Hey,
get down to
Andrew,
business. Yeah?
why is your camera back on?
Fuck. Oh my god.
Stop turning it back on. I'm going to have to edit this out, and that's going to be a pain.
What?
I'm looking at the spreadsheet. I've been looking at the spreadsheet.
But you're turning the camera back on.
Do
you think it's funny for us to look at your double chin?
No, I want you guys to see what I do during the podcast. Normally.
You were banned from having the camera on.
Yeah, but I'm not focusing on the camera.
Not yet.
So
I haven't been.
We're focusing on the camera right now, Andrew.
Well, now you're focusing on it because you had to mention it. See, before I wasn't mentioning the camera. Nobody's mentioning the camera. It was just on, okay? I was trying to earn my trust back with the camera.
Yeah, it's not working. If anything, it's doing the opposite.
Well, it's because you guys keep talking about it. I'm leaving it alone.
turn off the camera.
If the camera was off, we wouldn't have to talk about it. So this is all your fault.
This is dumb.
Why do you need the camera on?
It makes me feel better.
Yeah. What do you want to do in life? You want to be a voice actor, right?
Yeah.
So what's the most important thing? Your voice.
Yeah, I know.
So learn to use only your voice and be entertaining with only your voice, not have to rely on cheap visual gags.
I'm not relying on the camera right now.
Andrew,
What?
can you turn off the camera?
It hasn't halted the recording other than you guys mentioning
Yeah, it's literally doing that right now.
Other than you
All
guys
it's doing
mentioning
right now.
Other than you guys mentioning
We've
it.
agreed nothing for you because I had to spend like 8 hours editing that episode to get it listenable.
Okay, but that's because we were all using the camera. Now we're not using the camera at all. We're not even recording.
We weren't using the camera. What do you mean? We were not using the camera. The camera was just something that you guys left on. I thought, man, I don't care. I don't care if they stream themselves. But then it became too big of a distraction. You guys just were all over the place. Mainly you.
Are you self-sabotaging, Andrew?
What do you mean self-sabotaging? What does self-sabotaging mean?
Can you just remove Andrew from like the StreamYard like picture? Like just get him off of the screen entirely?
Yep.
Oh, let's just do that then. Okay, cool. Okay, so which of these attributes do you guys want to talk about?
I mean, that's kicked him off the show essentially. So,
Oh, really?
so
Well, he's
yeah.
recording locally. We can just pretend like we know what he's saying. All right, I think that Andrew said he wanted to talk about factual evidence. So we'll go through that real quick. So the least amount of factual evidence, that's the flat earth theory. And then number 9, Alex Jones. Number 8, chemtrails. 7, black people don't exist. 6, vaccinations are bad. 5, global warming. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one now.
Oh, shit.
We'll just keep
See,
pretending. So 4, New World Order. 3, the Holocaust. 2, Bush did 9/11. And 1, fluoride turns the frog gaze. Partway through, I switched to likelihood, but we'll just say that that was factual evidence. It's fine.
It's fallen apart. With
This
just
is
the
all
two
on
of us
Andrew.
already. Hey, Andrew. Andrew.
Shut your
Andrew.
camera off, idiot. What are
Andrew.
you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, I'm here.
Andrew.
I'm here.
So we need you on the show,
Yeah.
but you need to turn the camera off. What's the compromise? You haven't turned the camera off. You put something over the camera. I mean, it works the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
no, I'm seeing some light coming through.
There's going to be a curtain reveal at some point. Are you going to try and get me another strike on
No.
YouTube before my first strike gets taken away on like May the 5th or whatever?
This is really good. Like the first episode after we just got a big like increase in listeners, let's just not do our podcast at all, and let's just all get Andrew to shut off his thing like he agreed to do before, but now he's not. Great job, Andrew. Hopefully there's not actually anybody listening live.
So do you understand about audience
you guys?
retention?
So what I've done is I've the real problem with the
You've
camera
lost.
is
We
you guys
agreed
talking
before.
about it. But really,
No,
really,
we agreed
if you if you take out all
you're not
going to
win this argument. We already agreed that you're not allowed to use the webcam
if you
on the
take
show.
out all the stuff
You
about
agreed.
the camera hasn't done anything. The camera being on hasn't
You
done anything
agreed.
to the show.
We all agreed no cameras because that was the worst show. You agreed no cameras. To date, that is our worst performing show. We're not having cameras. Dave can do it because Dave just talks like he always does.
And I talk like I normally do.
No, you don't. You absolutely don't.
This episode I
Whether
have.
the camera's
This,
on or
this,
off.
this episode I have. I'm asking for a chance at redemption.
No, not for this show. Do it on another show.
This is a witch hunt. You are hunting me with my camera.
Are you actually not going to shut your camera off? Because literally, like, I don't know what I can use from this past 20 minutes. And I'm actually getting kind of pissed off because just shut your camera off.
He did.
It's not difficult. It's not like a difficult thing to do. It's literally not having your camera on. If anything, it's harder to have your camera on. Is the camera off? Okay.
The camera's off now.
All right, Andrew, now you get to swing us back into the show.
Nope.
So
No, it's Andrew. Since now Andrew's decided that the camera's not going to take us off, he can get us back in the show. Because the camera wasn't supposed to get us off track, but it did. So now Andrew has to get us back on track.
yes.
Shh.
Shh. That is really hard for me to handle.
Stop talking during the dead air until Andrew talks, because it'll automatically edit out when I run the stuff over it. Shh. No laughing.
Why are we not laughing?
That's not one of the attributes.
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 No. Go on, PJ.
I'm waiting for you. I tried to get us back in, but you weren't. You kept keeping your camera on, so go ahead. See, this is exactly what happened in the disabilities episode.
What was that?
That was what?
Animal
What was
Crossing.
What was that noise?
Animal Crossing.
I'm gonna sit here quietly and play Animal Crossing until you bring us back into the show.
Why do I have to bring back into the show?
I explained it already. I'm not gonna do it again.
That was a dumb reason. I don't agree with it. Are you really sitting there playing Animal Crossing? Focus on the
Yeah,
show.
I'm trying to
PJ.
catch a fish. I tried. You were too busy focusing on your camera, so now I'm sitting
I
here playing
wasn't
Animal
focusing on
Crossing.
the camera was just on while I was focusing on the podcast. That's all that was happening. The show can't be led back into when there's Animal Crossing background noise.
I'll edit it out if, like, once you start talking, I'll stop playing and then I'll edit it out.
Just turn the volume down.
I can't. I need to hear it so that I can fish properly.
What do you mean fish properly? Wait for the little thing to nudge your bobber.
I know, but I have to, like, if I don't listen and, like, close my eyes, I can't catch fish very easily.
Which attribute were we on?
I don't know. You can pick whichever one you want, because I'm just going to edit out whatever I said last time.
You were talking about factual evidence.
Oh yeah, so you can read it off.
And then you fucked it up because you looked at like kindness or something. You mixed it up with one of the
Likelihood.
likelihood. That's what it was. How'd you get it mixed up with likelihood? That's like 2 columns over.
Yeah, I don't know why, because I'm autistic apparently.
I know a few people like that. They become tyrants, ruling over the land with an iron fist.
So, which attribute do you want to talk about, Andrew?
Factual evidence. It's what you were talking about last time.
All right, read it off. Go ahead.
You don't like it when I read it off. You said it's boring.
No, that was only one time.
Okay, well, factual evidence we have. When you start at 10 or 1, I don't know how your
Dave,
golf point shit
was
works.
anyone listening to this? And if so, is anybody listening to it still?
So, if we look at the audience retention through the episode, we started with about 3 people on Discord, and now that is down to 1. And we started.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Three people live, and now we're on YouTube or Facebook, and now we're down to 2. So, yep.
Oh, nice. So that's actually better than usual. So, okay, I'm going to go back to playing Animal Crossing, and you guys just sit there quietly and listen.
Maybe the Animal Crossing noises podcast is...
Here, let's sit here, and we can just do the noises from Animal Crossing, and we can pretend like we're playing Animal Crossing with the noises that we make. All right, I'll start off with the intro.
That was really good.
Boop.
I can't compete with that.
Boop. I caught a sea bass. More like a C+. This is great. This is an amazing show. I'm thinking actually we should just start over at this point because it's going to take me like an hour to edit this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that because were we even past like 2? Do we even have like 2 minutes of usable stuff yet? I doubt it. We're going to just start over. Welcome to We Are Assholes, the show where we are assholes. I'm your host, PJ Philium. I am a gender, race, and conspiracy theory fluid person. My pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Andrew.
Andrew.
And I'm being a little fucking bitch.
Andrew.
I'm Laugh Track and I identify as Alex Jones's foster kid.
And I'm Dave and I'm being a little fucking bitch.
All right, so last week we talked about podcasts, which podcasts are the worst with Carl, and Marissa Jones / Missing Kids, aka The Vanished, ended up winning, which makes a lot of sense because they're actually like a highly produced podcast with really good intentions. All they want to do is help missing children out. And I think the worst podcast ended up being any show hosted by a woman, which obviously makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. It was a great episode. And our guest wants to come back again, I heard.
Yeah, I bet he does. He loved it. He thought, man, this show is amazing. This is one of the best shows I've ever been a part of. I don't get why you guys aren't the most popular podcast in the world. Everyone likes listening to people read off numbers on a spreadsheet that's color-coded that only the hosts get to look at.
Yes.
All right, so this week we're doing conspiracies, and I'll read them off starting at 10. We're doing golf scoring, so 10 is the worst conspiracy. Number 1 would be the best conspiracy. Number 10, flat earth. Number 9, chemtrails. Number 8, black people don't exist. Number 7, fluoride turns the frogs gay. 6, Alex Jones. 5, Bush did 9/11. 4, oh wait, I did this. Tied 3. There's 2 tied at 3. Vaccinations are bad in the Holocaust. Number 2, New World Order. And number 1, global warming.
We forgot to clap sync.
Yeah, we totally have to do that again.
What? Because you hit stop and then hit record again.
Did you hit stop?
Was I
You
not
did.
supposed to?
Did you stop your local recording?
Yeah, I recorded again.
Oh,
No, I'm
damn
just
it.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that.
okay. Then then it doesn't matter.
Oh, I just
Okay.
thought since we
So
were-
back to the spreadsheet. Actually focus on the spreadsheet, what I just read. So
Yeah, I was
number one
doing
is
that about
global
20 minutes
warming.
ago.
What?
So I was doing that about 20 minutes ago.
Okay, well, pretend like that never happened and do it again.
It was happening until it was interrupted.
Yes, agreed. Rudely interrupted by you not obeying the
Oh
rules.
my god.
Okay, so I guess they all agree with that. We don't have to explain what Alex Jones is. We don't have to explain black people don't exist. All those things make a lot of sense. Those are all obvious conspiracy theories. So let me just read through the attributes. So plausibility, likelihood, gayness, factual evidence, first impression, big brainness, wokeness, creativity, OJ didn't kill anyone, benefit to society, attractiveness, persuasiveness, fashionability, stealth, bustability, and reading.
I have a problem.
Okay.
You said attributes, not attributes.
It's fine. I think that that's a fine way to say it.
It's not.
What's halfway? What's the compromise? I'm all about compromises. What's halfway between attributes and attributes? Just
Well, attribute-
Probably just attributes.
Go
No,
with that.
attributes is like when you're attributing something, like attribute, but attribute is different.
Is it?
I
They're
mean,
two separate things.
hold on. Let's see what Google says.
It's the verb versus the noun used. What you're saying?
Yes.
All right, fair.
Mm.
I guess I'm wrong. Google says you're right. I'm still gonna keep calling it attributes.
Thank you.
No, you said it right.
Wait, is that different? Is that actually different?
My reverse psychology has corrupted your
Oh
mind.
my god!
I'm beginning to think that OJ did kill somebody.
Okay.
Well, which attribute are we going to talk about?
You got so I make the spreadsheet. You guys figure out what you want to talk about from the spreadsheet. If I pick what we talk about on the spreadsheet, then I mean I wouldn't know what to do because I agree with everything.
Usually lead off on one though.
No, I usually ask you.
Do you?
I think so. Yeah.
Is that how the show works?
Yep. Last week it was Carl. I think usually I ask you or Dave. Usually you guys bring up something you have a problem with, or I guess sometimes, and by sometimes I mean this week, we just sit here quietly and wait for someone else to talk.
So, I have a problem with how we use the same attributes each week.
Attributes, but yeah, go on.
Why is fashion so important to you, PJ?
Well, it's not important to me normally, but in this one it makes a lot of sense because it's like which of these conspiracies is like the cool, trendy, fashionable thing to believe.
Oh,
So
so
we
it's a
can-
different kind of fashion. Okay, so that makes sense.
Well, we can do that one since you brought that up. So the least fashionable is chemtrails at 10, and then 9, black people don't exist, 8, Alex Jones, 7, New World Order, 6, fluoride turns the frogs gay, 5, Bush did 9/11, 4, the Holocaust, 3, global warming, 2, flat Earth, and 1, vaccinations are bad.
How is one how is one vaccinations are bad for fashionability?
Because it's like the trendy, cool, hip new thing is to be like, I'm not going to vaccinate my kids because they're going to get autism, and I'd rather have my children die than get autism.
But I thought the trendy one was global warming. That's what the politicians talk about.
It is trendy, but it's just, I mean, I don't really see a ton of Facebook moms posting about global warming anymore.
Yeah, those
Now
are the
most of
Facebook
them-
dads.
What?
The Facebook dads talk about global warming.
Do they? The Facebook dads that are on mine just post unfunny memes and talk about sports. And then they'll say like negative stuff about the other politicians. If they're Democrat, they talk negatively about Republicans and vice versa.
Are you sure? Because I can't tell you how many times I've logged into Facebook and I've seen, if global warming's a thing, well, how come it's still 90 degrees in the summer? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I mean,
it's not
it is
getting any-
trendy. I'm not saying
not
people
getting any
don't-
hotter.
It's not. I'm not saying it's not talked about at all. It's just a little bit less than vaccinations and flat Earth.
No, I think that vaccinations would be better at number 3, and then flat Earth goes to number 1.
Flat Earth number 1, so more trendy than global warming.
Yeah.
And vaccinations? Well, no, because the people who believe in flat Earth, while they like it is fashionable to believe in that, like all those NBA players and stuff, I think that it's more of like maybe it's just my bias against men that makes me care more about what women think about like vaccinations being bad. To me, it's more trendy if a woman likes something or believes something than if a guy believes something.
Really?
Yeah. I hear.
Yeah. And I think flat Earth is more like a male conspiracy, and vaccinations are bad as more females. At least the ones that are like front running them.
Well, if that's the case, then shouldn't Alex Jones be at number 10 since he's a man? How is he at number 6?
No, he's number 8, so he's pretty low.
No. He's like, I'm talking about like in general, the general rankings. He's a 6.
Oh, well, because of all the other attributes. It's not just based on fashionability. Not just because it's trendy.
Yeah, but you say he's a man. I don't think flat Earth is just. I don't think just men believe that.
Oh, no,
Alex
they're the
Jones
ones like
is a
front
man.
running the theory.
Alex
like running
Jones
the forums.
Was Alex Jones a man? Isn't he going for his own theory?
Yeah, in fashionability, he's number 8. That's pretty low. I'm not going to put it below chemtrails at 10 or 9 at black people don't exist, because those, no one, like, it's not fashionable at all to believe those things. If you believe in chemtrails, everyone calls you a retard. If you believe black people don't exist, everyone calls you a racist.
No. Chemtrails are kind of fashionable. What are you talking about?
Do you think so?
In certain circles of Facebook that I was in years ago, it was just part of their culture that chemtrails were a thing, and they'd just post photos and shit and go, "Oh yeah, look at the chemtrails. The government's evil."
What are
Probably.
chemtrails? I for real don't know what chemtrails are.
What?
What are chemtrails? Like trails of chemicals or something?
You don't know, like, what the theory is?
I genuinely do not know.
So you know how dumb and controlled you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you think the evil powers have made that happen?
By chemically altering my mental state?
They've vaccinated you.
No.
That's a different theory.
Yeah,
Dave.
that's not chemtrails. Most chemtrail people, I don't think. Well, actually, there's probably a decent amount of crossover, but for the sake of the show, there's not.
Dave, you aren't selling this theory to me.
No, chemtrails. Okay. So you know when you are.
No, I was explaining.
Okay,
Why are you
fine.
me?
Well, because you were bringing up vaccinations. This is strictly chemtrails.
Chemtrails have inoculations in them.
What's an inoculation?
What are chemtrails? Like, what? When someone sees a chemtrail, what? Like, when would they see a chemtrail?
When they look up in the sky.
Those are clouds, Dave. Those are clouds.
You know, jet planes.
When water gets evaporated, it condensates into the formation of a cloud.
You know, vapor trails from jet planes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're chemtrails.
No, they're vapor.
No, they're chemtrails.
Vapor.
The government laces the vapor trails with chemicals to control your mind, and somehow convinced you that, you know, mucking up on this show was entertaining. So I guess they won.
So that's what chemtrails are. It's just like trails behind planes. People believe that those have chemicals in them that are like making us all docile and stupid.
Well, that's true. They're supposed to make you docile and stupid, not highly disobedient. Are you breathing in the chemtrails the right way, Andrew? Did you protect yourself?
What?
Are you even there?
I don't know. How do you protect yourself?
Have the chemtrails?
Are you? Why does it sound like you're on the other side of the room?
I'm right here.
Okay. Well, this episode's been going great. This is obviously our first take, and we didn't waste 20 minutes before. So, yeah, now Andrew knows what chemtrails are. What were we talking about? Fashionability. Yeah, so I mean, people definitely post about it every once in a while. Like, hey, look at the stuff in the air, but it's not like trendy. Like when someone posts it, it's not like, oh, that's really like weird and cool. It's like, look at this retard who is like way behind the times with chemtrails.
No. I'm not saying it should be 1. I'm just saying it shouldn't be 10.
Well, what should it go above? I mean, I could see it going above Black People Don't Exist. Maybe Alex Jones too. Would you put it above New World Order?
Okay, I see what you're saying because they are all pretty fashionable.
Yeah.
So they're all fashionable, and it just happens that chemtrails is the least fashionable.
Yeah, it's not like it's not fashionable at all. Like people do talk about it. It's just talked about one of the least nowadays. It's like one of the less cool ones to believe nowadays.
So it's like all the fashionability of all the cool drugs.
Yeah, I'll bump it up to 8 and bump the other 2 down. Every point counts. So.
Yeah, so if you were saying whatever, pot's the least fashionable of the drugs, it's still fashionable.
Correct, yeah.
I mean, potheads are still cool. They're just not cool as, crackheads and meth heads and all the other types of druggies, right? Andrew?
I don't know enough information on the topic.
What? Druggies? What? Don't you take Adderall or some shit?
No, I don't take Adderall.
Oh, I'm getting confused. Do you think you'd be performing better at the moment if you were on Adderall? Do you have any Adderall?
No.
Is there anything else in fashionability that we want to talk about?
Yes. No.
No. Okay.
I think we've covered it.
All right. So what are we going to talk about next, Dave?
Well, next we want to talk about what I've been accused of not having, which is big brainness.
Okay. Yeah, so the least big brainness, number 10, fluoride turns the frogs gay. Number 9, New World Order. Number 8, chemtrails. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong ones again. Number 8, chemtrails. Number 7, Bush did 9/11. Number 6, Black People Don't Exist. Number 5, global warming. Number 4, vaccinations are bad. Number 3, the Holocaust. Number 2, Alex Jones. And number 1, flat Earth.
Yeah.
Fuck, what category is this?
Oh my gosh, big brainness. Pay attention.
Seriously, Andrew, are you okay?
Yeah, I was looking at my touchpad.
What's wrong, buddy?
Nothing. We can keep moving forward. I was just looking at my touchpad.
Right.
Yeah, and I was like fucking around with it.
You don't seem to be with us.
I'm here.
Are you upset because you can't have your camera on, Andrew?
Just continue with the show.
So we had like a 3-hour long conversation earlier today, your time, about free will and the nature of reality.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
So why aren't you talking like that? You were on fire.
This isn't on the... I was on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretend like this is a show that no one cares about, and we don't have any listeners, and no one's paying attention.
You told some of the funniest quantum physics jokes that I've ever heard.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I know nothing about quantum physics. Is that why they were funny? My ignorance?
I mean, you could go along with the premise if you want, or not. It's up to you.
Oh, sorry.
You got free will. There's no coin tosses and dice rolls in your head.
Andrew.
You obviously want to destroy the show.
John Jamingo, our biggest fan, said you're the most entertaining part of the show.
Uh-huh.
You need to be more alive. He liked you because you were alive and you were entertaining. Not 'cause
I was
you were
alive
mopey.
and entertaining. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody's ever used that to describe me before.
Alive. Right now you're acting like you're dead because you can't have your camera on. Well,
Dead
guess
people-
what? You didn't have your camera on during that episode either, and you were great, according to John Jaminko, our favorite person, co-host of episode 3, Disabilities Part 1.
Can we just
So
continue
big
with the
brainness. We all agree with big brainness. Number 1, flat Earth. Number 10, fluoride turns the frogs gay. You
Well,
guys
how-
just wanted to read the numbers?
How was Alex Jones at number 2?
Because I made up that conspiracy, or at least I like to think I did. So, I mean, I have a pretty big brain. So,
I just don't get any of these conspiracies and how global warming's at like 5 for big brainness, because I thought like I don't know.
okay, but that's a really entertaining way to ask. I don't know. I don't get it. You said okay. So number 1, flat Earth makes a lot of sense. We all agree. Yes or no?
Yes.
Jeez. Aye.
I still don't know what the New World Order is. I have no fucking clue. It baffles me when I look at this. I don't know what like 3 of these are.
Okay, which ones don't you know what they are? That would have been a great question right away at the start of the show.
Well, I don't know what fluoride is. I don't know what New World Order is, and you guys already explained chemtrails. So I guess it's just down to 2.
New
you
World
know what-
Order
You
is
know what
that
frogs are?
I
Gay?
know what gay frogs look like. Yeah.
yeah, fluoride's what turns them gay. It's like the stuff in toothpaste that gets your mouth clean, but they put it in the drinking water to like kill bacteria, I guess, that are specifically harmful to your teeth, and
Yeah.
it's actually like kind of toxic to drink. So the theory is that it turns frogs gay, and it's turning men less manly.
Is that bad?
Yeah, because us men, we need to be like swinging our dicks around, growing chest hair, and like ball hair just all over the place. But we drink the fluoride, and then like we're thinking about shaving that stuff off. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but I mean, like, wouldn't you want to walk around like Main Street and like see a man with huge fucking like triple L sized tits? That'd be amazing. Watching a guy try to carry those around.
That's
I mean,
what
as long as there's hair on them, yeah. But the fluoride would.
No. They're like completely. They're like a woman's tits on a man's body.
No,
Yeah,
of
that's what
course
they
no, we
get
don't want
from
that.
Very succulent and
hormones,
jerky.
hormones in the meat. I guess that's another conspiracy, isn't it?
I thought that was in the fluoride.
What, the fluoride's laced with hormones, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. The fluoride. See, like, because the frogs aren't the only ones that are drinking the fluoride water, right? Like other animals got to be drinking it too, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying frogs can't be the only one drinking this water, so that when a cow. Am I
You
missing
think that
something?
you think that the frogs are just like going into our spigots and drinking the water out of the tap?
No, I think like like how the refrigerators have that thing where you like hit the button and the water comes out the side.
Oh, so the frogs are getting it from there.
Yeah. So like when the other animals do that, like the other animals are drinking that water, wouldn't that then like turn the like in that like the chickens get bigger so big that their legs snap, and like girls are getting like tits at like age 10? It's all because of the fluoride, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know what New World Order is? New World Order is the theory that like everything is just ran by like the elites of the whole world, like the richest of the rich.
Like an underground organization.
Yeah, they just like are in charge of everything.
Also,
So
like
like the
the,
individual governments, like they're all in collusion because of the like New World Order people.
It's like the Court of Owls in Batman.
Yeah, like that. The
Yep, like Batman.
Illuminati or the lizard people. There's
Lizard people.
different terms for them.
Yeah,
I'm
those
really
are all like
like,
different
What's
versions of
lizard
it.
people?
Yeah, that's all the same. What?
Wait, the Illuminati are made up of lizard people?
Have you got something in your mouth?
No.
Yeah, you do.
He
Spit it
No, I
does.
out.
don't. I don't have anything in my mouth.
You do.
No,
I
I
can
do
hear it.
not.
Did you
Now
spit it
imagine
out?
if the camera was
You hear
on.
some? You see?
This is with no camera. Imagine the camera. Ugh.
I wasn't focusing on the camera. I wasn't focusing on the camera earlier.
Not
The
yet.
only-
You also
no,
weren't at the beginning
no.
of the other episode. So big brainness, flat Earth number one. That's because you have to do a ton of like made up math that like they like altered math to make it so that their theories made a lot of sense. So that's pretty big brain. Most of these other conspiracies don't involve you creating your own type of retarded math. So it takes a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, do we want to talk about anything else with big brainness besides the things that Andrew doesn't know what they are?
I want to talk about OJ not killing anybody.
Okay, OJ didn't kill anybody. Let's move on. All right, gayness.
We didn't
right.
go through the fucking the rankings.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it off. It's obvious. No one cares. Everyone knows what it is. Me reading it off is just redundant at this point. Let's actually go through factual evidence because that's one that actually is a big deal and actually matters a lot when you're talking about conspiracy theories. Because a lot of these, it's like, is there actually any facts that support this? So number 10,
Yep.
the least amount
So
of
it should be
factual
weighted
evidence.
more heavily, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and it is because of the other similar categories like fashionability and reading. So factual evidence, number 10, flat earth. Number 9, vaccinations are bad. Number 8, global warming. Number 7, Bush did 9/11. Number 6, New World Order. Number 5, chemtrails. Number 4, the Holocaust. Number 3, Alex Jones. Number 2, fluoride turns the frogs gay. And number 1, black people don't exist.
How is there factual evidence for black people not existing? I got a guy next door named Fred.
So the thing is, have you ever like licked your finger and gone up to a black person and done like that grandma thing where they like you like try to wipe a little bit of food off the corner of their mouths, but instead of trying to get a little bit of food off the corner of your mouths, you're trying to just rub off the like
The black. You're trying to rub the black off of their.
Yeah.
the
Have
bla-
you ever
the
done
black-
that? Has
Hmm.
anyone ever done that? I've never seen anyone do that.
So you also
It's all blackface.
so you also
Yep.
didn't put your
It's all
penis
white people
between
do
your
it.
legs when you were younger. So you obviously do a lot of things that nobody did.
Don't do
You
a lot
are-
of things.
Well, do
That's
and
not
don't
doing
do.
something.
No, you don't do a lot of things that a lot of people do, and then you also on the other side of that you do things that not people that. Fuck.
No, well, both the things that you're saying that I did or didn't do, they're both things I didn't do. I never went up to someone and tried to like rub the black off of them, and I've never tucked my penis between my legs. Correct.
Yes.
So did I win that argument? Black people are staying number one for factual evidence until someone goes up to a black person and licks their black off or doesn't rub the black off. I won't be convinced. And even then, I'm thinking that if someone like posts a video of them doing that, how do I know that they're not in cahoots with the fake black people agenda? You know what I mean?
See, I'd go for the Holocaust at number 1, but
For factual evidence?
yeah, that has the most, YouTube documentaries and books and experts that go around on speaking tours claiming that the Holocaust was all made up.
I mean, if
So
we're
in
going on
terms of
YouTube,
quantity,
if we're going on quantity, then flat Earth would probably be
Assume we
number
are.
one.
there's more flat Earth quantity than Holocaust quantity. No way.
Well, YouTube documentaries, yeah. I've seen there's like infinite flat Earth documentaries. People like going through the math and everything. People shooting themselves and like on their own homemade rockets. Didn't you see that one guy recently who he was like a pretty big flat earther? He got his own rocket funded and then he blasted it off. And basically what happened was the government rigged it so that his rocket would crash and he would die before he could tell everybody, hey, and expose everyone and say, hey, the Earth's flat, the government's lying to us.
Yeah.
That's pretty good factual evidence. Damn it,
So-
they're at 10. I don't know why I
I was
have them at
about to
10.
say, why are they at 10 then?
Sorry, I'm going to switch them in the Holocaust real quick. Because the Holocaust is all just stuff fed to us by like Jewish propaganda.
Yes.
It's like, has anyone ever actually been to one of these
So-called.
yeah, one of these so-called death camps? No. At least not me.
They were really life camps.
Yeah.
They were the opposite.
Also, I've talked with Dave about this before. I believe it was with Dave. How do we know that it was actually Jews that were being killed this whole time? It could have been, for all we know, the Jews were the people that were having the concentration camps, and they were bringing in like just whoever they wanted to kill, and then saying, "Oh, poor us Jews." But in reality, the Jews are like, "Man, let's slaughter all these Polacks. That's really fun."
I have wondered that, because like the Jews were almost completely exterminated. But why do so many of them? It's like not in my country. There's hardly any here, but in your country, in the US. Like,
I mean, there's not even that many. It's just that they're in control of the media, right?
mm,
And the money.
yes. And they're somehow in control of Alex Jones as well. Definitely.
Oh yeah, would the Holocaust? Well, no, no, because the Holocaust is a Jewish-led thing, and the New World Order is the theory that the Jews are in charge of everything. I was debating on if we should combine them, but no, they're different. They're like opposite ends of the spectrum. Hey, Andrew, you with us?
Oh, we're going with that. Huh.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Sounds like it. With all the clonks and all the things
Clanks.
opening and closing.
Clunks.
What do you think about factual evidence, Andrew?
I just can't fucking do this.
Okay. So what happened?
What's wrong, Andrew?
I'm just not in the mindset to record right now.
Is it because of the camera thing?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, you wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Because you agreed to not do it.
You didn't prearrange that you wanted to potentially be given camera privileges back.
I didn't even want to use the camera.
Then why was it on?
Because I just wanted it to be on. To prove that I could have the camera on and not fucking, have the recording get all fucked. And you kept talking about it and fucking it and like getting away from recording, talking about the camera. What I wasn't.
And
even messing
Andrew,
with at
you
all.
realize that I'm the person who does all the editing. So that means that when you guys get distracted, I'm the person who has to waste my time editing it out. Where if we just focused on what we're talking about, I wouldn't have to do that. Editing would take like 2 hours. I wasn't kidding when I said that episode took like 8 hours to edit because I had to make what we were talking about. I had to like pick out stuff in between everything that we were like, oh, you guys are making all these visual gags that no one's going to get unless I edit it to make
Because I
sense.
was focusing on the camera that time. This time I was.
You
actually
were. You weren't the
No.
first half. And then later on in the episode, that's all you were focusing on. How do I know that's not going to happen again with your ADHD?
Because even when that episode was going on and we were recording, I would still go back to the camera to look at it. This time I wasn't even looking at the camera at all. I just had it on.
Not
and
yet.
Andrew,
You don't fucking know that.
You literally told me, yeah, we shouldn't do that again. Yeah, because it was such a bad episode.
Yeah, like focus on the cameras. That's why this time I wasn't focusing on the camera.
No cameras. The only reason Dave does is because Dave always does for all his shows, and it's always fine. Dave can do whatever he wants because Dave has never been the person who's distracted us and made me waste a bunch of hours trying to make the podcast listenable.
It's one time.
I've got a serious question, Andrew. Did you do a Vulcan mind meld with a certain autistic friend of ours?
No.
because I'm kind of stumped here.
Like, I'm never going to waver on that. You're never going to have a video again. I'm not wasting 4 hours of my time again making it so that if you do a visual gag, I have to somehow make it so the visual gag makes sense. I'm not doing that again. You're not doing video.
I wasn't doing any I wasn't going to do any visual gags this episode.
That's what you say, but you also weren't doing. You also probably weren't planning on doing it that episode either. But at least I would hope you weren't, considering it's a podcast where we've said from the beginning this is all just audio.
Well, I actually did plan on doing some that one time.
Yeah, well then you're being a dick to me as the person who's editing.
Well, I thought we were releasing it as video.
No, that was never the plan. The plan's always been this is a podcast. You know who watches videos of podcasts? People like Seamus.
Well, I know that now. That's why I'm not. That's why I didn't do it
So
since that
the
episode.
video doesn't matter. The video doesn't matter at all. It adds nothing to the show.
Exactly,
So
it doesn't matter. So if it doesn't matter,
so
the
why
camera
would
can be
you
on,
risk-
and it's not going to matter.
Why would you risk me having to waste the time editing for you to just have your camera on and not even pay attention to it?
It's
It
not a
adds
risk if I
nothing.
wasn't going to use it.
Yeah, so don't use it. And we're not using it now, and it's fine. The only reason this episode's been shit is because you won't stop being a baby about it. Get over it. You're not using the stupid camera.
But even after that, you kept mentioning the camera. Like it's some big fucking deal. I was done with the camera. You kept mentioning it. You and Dave kept mentioning it.
The camera kept coming back on. Why were you turning the camera on, Andrew? Why?
Even after it was finally fucking turned off for good, you guys kept mentioning it.
Just if we mentioned it, it was probably just because you were being a baby and being quiet. We're trying to do a show. Now this is being a dick to me too, because now I'm gonna have to edit this. Like what you don't understand is I spend a lot of time on this show every week. And luckily I've been figuring out ways to do it like in a more streamlined fashion. But when shit like this happens, it makes it difficult for me again, because then I have to edit out this stuff. This is supposed to be come in, be funny, and that's it. No one gives a fuck about you guys being on camera. No one wants to stare at your faces. Then don't have your camera on.
I don't get why
if
it's
it
such a
doesn't
big
matter
deal
to you. If it doesn't matter, I explained why. Then you can edit the podcast, and if it's shitty, I'm going to send it back to you and say, re-edit it, make it funny. Do you want to do that? Do you want to waste a bunch of time editing? You think I like editing? That's the worst part of this.
The only time a camera was an issue this episode is when you kept mentioning it.
No, you made it an issue because we all agreed we're not doing cameras. Dave can do it because he doesn't make a big deal out of it. You agreed no cameras. By doing the camera, you're just being a dick to us. Why do you need to have a camera on, Andrew? Why?
Because when I had it on today, it was fucking it was nothing. I didn't even mean to have it on, and then when you told me to turn it off, I just felt like keeping it on.
Cool. That's not what we agreed on.
So I feel like showing my asshole right now. Is that something I should just do just because I feel like it, Andrew?
Yeah, because I don't have to edit that out. I don't care. The video doesn't affect me.
Give myself another strike.
Just don't talk about it. If you don't talk about it, I don't have to edit it out. At this point, I'm just going to not even edit this and release it. And then, yeah, hopefully we don't lose all the listeners we just gained.
I somehow feel like I'm responsible for all this, but maybe that's my...
Nope, it's not you.
No. But I set certain other things into action that may have encouraged more conflict to happen. And I mean, both of you are still cool with me, right?
I'm still cool with Andrew as long as he doesn't record.
I'm still cool with PJ.
Yes, just don't turn your camera on. It's not that difficult.
I just don't understand why me having it on is that big of a deal.
I explained to you already. It should make sense.
So getting fixated on things is what we might have issue with what some other people do. And I
don't know why I'm fixated on this thing so much.
Right, I'm not editing this episode. I am not editing this episode. One of you guys can edit this episode. I don't care who it is, but I'm also not going to release it. So either we can just throw all our listeners away and no one edit it, or you guys, one of you, whoever edits it, can think it's funny and just be like, yeah, upload it like this. Or yeah, one of you guys can edit it, because I'm not going to do that, because I'm not wasting my time editing through this piece of shit just because Andrew didn't want to turn his camera off. I'm not wasting my time doing that.
Oh, wait, is it time for a commercial for whatever soda pop you're drinking? Drink Pepsi.
It was a Coke.
Who the fuck drinks Pepsi?
Right.
Pepsi's better than Coke.
No, Coke is way better than Pepsi.
In blind taste tests, I believe Pepsi wins the majority of times.
How? Pepsi's like sweeter. Like Pepsi's like too sweet. It's too sweet to be. It's too sweet to be a cola.
Maybe that's what you would think, but I think most people like it being a little sweet. At least for me, lately, drinking Coke, it's almost like it like hurts my tongue almost.
No, but like Coke has like a crispiness that Pepsi cannot recreate. No matter what Pepsi can do. And look, I know I'm born in North Carolina, and like you can't, like, you get to have that kind of pride because Pepsi was born in the Carolinas, but fuck Pepsi, okay? Pepsi is dead.
Also, Pepsi has Mountain Dew products, which Mountain Dew is the best soda.
I agree that Pepsi has like better like drinks like that go with it. Like I agree that Pepsi has like better like sodas that go with the brand, but Coke is better than Pepsi. Why do you think like when Pepsi products are available, people order the other products, but when Coke products are available, people order the Coke? Because Pepsi's got the better like alternative, like they got the better alternative beverages. But when it comes to Pepsi and Coke, it's Coke.
I think that it's more that Pepsi has the better alternatives. When people have Coke, like what else are you going to get? Dr. Pepper, which is okay. Which I know some people love Dr.
Pepper's fucking good.
It's fine. It's just I'd rather drink Coke than Dr. Pepper. I'd also rather drink Pepsi than Dr. Pepper. I'd rather drink Pepsi than all the different things that Coke sells.
Really?
Yeah, like what else? Like Sprite.
Even Sprite's what the fuck? Sprite's amazing.
No, it's just no.
What is Pepsi at? What is theirs? Like Sierra Mist? What the fucking?
Oh, I just don't like the lemon lime soda.
What? You don't like lemon lime soda?
Just like that type of lemon lime soda.
What do you mean that type?
Like Sprite and Sierra Mist.
What other kind of lemon lime soda is there?
Is Mountain Dew considered lemon lime soda? In my
brain,
that's
a citrus. That's just like that's a citrus one. That's not just lemon and lime.
Yeah, so I guess I just don't like lemon lime soda. Like it's fine. I will drink it. It's just probably the worst of the soft drinks.
Is it the worst?
Well, actually, I don't like root beer much either. So
I like root beer, but I think I like Sprite more than root beer. So yeah.
Okay, so are we gonna get back to the thing? I'm not kidding. I'm not editing this. So either it's going unedited and I'm posting it and not listening to it at all, or one of you guys can edit it.
I think we just start over.
No, I'm not starting over. We already started over once.
I have 2 shows to record tonight, so we're not starting over. I used to like this show more, but now I'm not.
Like this is like the worst time to have a show like this too, because this is right after like we got a big bump from Carl being on and then me being on that show.
What I was talking about self-sabotaging. We had a great opportunity and then need to back that up with.
I mean, I'm fine to record another night too. My wife works every week, but at that point I'm not editing it either. I'm not editing anything we're doing this week for this show. So either we can be really good another night and I can just release that. Like I'd
rather be really good another night. I don't know why I got so fixated on the camera thing, and I apologize.
Yeah. Yep, that's fine. Just no cameras ever. Like we agreed on that. I'm kind of annoyed that. I mean, I'm obviously annoyed that you went back on that because, yeah,
So
that.
PJ,
Yeah. What?
Since you're not going to edit We Are Assholes this week, do you reckon you can edit the Brony Boys episode that you said you would?
Yep, I was actually gonna do that tonight after this, but and now I don't know.
Okay. Because I've actually managed to catch up a little bit with editing and shit.
What do you use to edit, BJ?
Audacity. It's easy.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, if you edit out the like shitty parts, I'll still run the like programs over it, so then all you have to do is edit out all the interruptions.
I mean, Dave's got 2 shows to record tonight. We've already been here for like an hour. I don't know.
No, I'm saying if we do it another night. I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Hey,
Okay,
Andrew.
no cameras ever on this show for you, Andrew.
Okay,
I'm not changing on
okay.
that.
Okay.
Andrew,
Okay.
Yes, Dave.
Are you out of sorts because your comedy hero died? Is that the problem?
That must be it. I seriously don't understand why you were so fixated on keeping your camera on.
I don't fucking know either. It was like just some act of defiance. Cause like I just had it on by accident. You guys told me to fucking shut it off. I don't know why that made me just want to fucking have it on.
So like if we hadn't previously discussed saying like, yeah, you're not like, and you agreed like, yeah, we're not going to shut it off or we're going to not turn it on during the episode, I would have been fine. But we've been through that already. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying I don't know why today I just was like.
I know. I'm just saying why I was such like a hard nose about it.
Yeah, no, and that's why I've tried to keep the camera off because like I can't, like it's hard for me to fucking focus. But I mean, I was genuinely being honest. I know keep the camera off, but I wasn't going to focus on it. I was going to focus on the spreadsheet.
No, and I believe you were going to focus on or try to focus on the spreadsheet. I was more worried about, like I said, like halfway into the show when the conversation was slowing down, that you would get distracted and start doing visual bits. That's what that because I listened to that other episode like 4 or 5 times because of editing, and that's basically what happened. Like it didn't start off that you were distracted, but as things slowed down, that was when you started doing other stuff.
All right, well, I apologize, and if we can record another day this week, then I'll edit out all the pauses and shit.
Okay. No, I mean, like I said, I'll run truncate silence over it all, and it'll edit out most of the silences itself. I'm just not editing out interruptions and all the stuttering that comes from interruptions, because that's the majority of the like manual stuff I do now, and that still takes like 2 hours ish.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, yeah, because I also like with this episode, I don't want to piece together all this bullshit.
Well, there's nothing to piece together.
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I was saying I'm not editing, but yeah. But yeah, I'll edit other weeks.
I do want to apologize. I don't know why I just got in that fucking defiant, rebellious fucking headspace.
It's fine. Yeah. I mean, I would have preferred to just record the show tonight normally, but it's fine.
Well, me too. I mean, I'm being like, I don't know why, but like, I get fixated on certain things, and like when things anger me, I usually like on like that's why I got on Discord. Like when Brandon pisses me off, I just move to another thing, and like I can talk things out like with you, and like you agree with it, but like. I don't know what it is, but like when I get angry and nobody agrees with me, I just fucking shut down, and it's kind of like the situation like with me and my parents. Whenever we have arguments, I just don't respond to them and walk away because I don't know what to say. I don't know why I got fucking fixated on the camera thing.
Andrew,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong, PJ is an absolute tyrant on this show.
I don't think he is.
An absolute what?
Tyrant.
Oh, yeah.
But it's his show. It was his idea.
I know it is.
It's his show.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why I got so fixated on the camera thing. Like now, like I mean, like now it's fucking stupid. But I don't know why. It was like for like a good like 30 minutes. I was just fucking saw red.
Do you think I like the tedium of having to rank every single attribute
Yeah, it's fucking
rather than
great.
just have a 3 or 5 point scale?
I think it's funny.
But it's PJ's show, so if this is what he wants to do,
Well,
what
I
we do.
mean, it's
I don't think you get like I didn't want to get mad about the fucking camera thing. Like it was like a blind rage kind of thing.
okay. Yeah, like I said, it's fine as long as we're on the same page now
Yeah.
with no camera.
Well, I mean, I was on the same page this past few weeks. I don't know why. Like you guys.
I
tell me
know
to
that's
turn
why it was catching me so off guard. I'm
Well,
like, why
I-
is he all of a sudden changing? I remember him even saying to me like, "Yeah, no more cameras," because that episode was
yeah,
so
because
bad.
it was so fucking shitty. Like halfway through, I get distracted real fucking easy. I just I don't fucking know. Like I guess like something fucking hit me. When you guys told me to
Also,
turn
like,
it off,
even though
and-
like in your guys' head, this is like my show. Like, I'm never gonna like kick like to me like even though I came up with it, it's like all of our show. Like, I'm never gonna strong arm you guys. Be like, yeah, you're not on the show, or like,
yeah, but I mean,
Oh,
if
come
we
on,
ever
PJ.
what?
Let me paint a scenario.
Okay,
I turned the webcam on.
yeah. Well, I mean, it'll just be shitty like this, and then I guess I'll just refuse to do that.
Who are your podcasting heroes, PJ?
Carl.
Sure.
Yeah. Who else?
Trying to
Just
think
come
of-
up with 2 or 3.
I guess Cumtown.
Okay.
So like Nick Mullen. I think those would probably be it.
Yeah. So let's say Carl and the people
Nick
from
Mullen.
Cumtown, right? Get even more buddy with you, and they say, "Oh, you've got a great idea for the show. Yeah, it's a little tedious. Maybe you streamline it a bit. Yeah, no, and we know tedium humor kind of works for a little while, but come on." And they say, "Yeah, it's great. It's a great idea, but I think you've got to drop one of your co-hosts. There's a weak link in our midst."
Yeah, I don't think I would do that
And if you substitute,
because of what someone like Carl or Nick Mullen said. No.
if Nick Mullen says if you replace the weak link, then we'll help promote your show. We'll get you on the show. Pretty much guarantee that you'll get a big bump in numbers.
Yeah, I don't think I would kick someone off the show. The reason I would kick someone off the show, I think, would be, I don't know. They would have to be like specifically just trying to be mean to like me or one of the other people all the time, just like a huge dick, which I don't see that happening. So, like let's say that the person who Andrew and I don't get along with all the time, let's say he was on the show and he was acting how he was acting, like to Andrew and I. Maybe I would consider it then, but they would have to. I don't see any of us doing something like that, so it doesn't matter.
Now I want to know what Nick Mullen thinks of the show. I've never even listened to Come Down.
I guarantee you, he doesn't listen to probably any other podcasts.
I want to
Anyway.
apologize again for the camera thing.
I got you to talk about other podcasts, PJ. So,
Well, this isn't
maybe I'm
the
weak
show
link.
anymore because we agreed to record another night. Well, although we didn't even ask Dave and see if Dave could do that.
I never agreed to that.
All right, well then Andrew can edit this.
Maybe like Thursday night. I was trying to do something else for Thursday night, but everyone's being a little bitch. So, yeah.
Okay, well that'll be fun for editing, Andrew, because it releases Friday 6 a.m.
So we better be
shit.
on fire.
And I can't change that.
Yes, podcasting is all about consistency.
Okay.
It's not about, I don't feel like recording tonight. Can we do it tomorrow night? Because I've got a bit of a sore back or something because I bought the wrong car. Podcasting is about consistency, right? No? Yes?
Agreed. Yeah. Well, that's why it was good that we didn't do it last night, so that we were consistently funny, and this was as good as all the other episodes.
It was really the right decision to. Now imagine what would have been if we recorded last night.
Well, did I talk to you last night, Dave? I know I was talking to Andrew. You could tell if you were talking to me, you could probably see I was like super low energy for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even today, I'm still feeling pretty low energy, but not like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good. There's only like one person that's annoying me a little bit. That's
That's
good
to know. Are we still streaming
I mean,
this?
Oh yeah. The
I
camera
stopped
thing
recording a
annoyed
while
me.
ago.
Okay. The camera thing annoyed me, but it's like I didn't have to get as pissed off because I knew PJ was going to take the brunt of that. If that's the right way to put it. Did you know what I mean, PJ? Like, I didn't have to get fully pissed off because I knew you would.
I actually did appreciate you standing with me too, just because, I don't know, I felt it seems like a lot of people would just be like, oh, whatever. But I was like thinking, which I mean is semi-selfish, but I'm thinking I don't want to have to edit whatever like video gags, because then also like then it always like there's callbacks to it, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, do I just edit out like 20 minutes of stuff and make it a 30-minute episode, which is what I ended up doing then. But yeah, like, and those were our worst episodes, the like short ones. People don't like short podcasts.
I like the
Or
9-minute
disability.
podcast.
Actually, I changed when I said there's only one person that's mildly annoying me. No, there's another 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 people.
Let me guess if it Kenley.
No.
You're like, I hate that he died. What a dick.
No, I think that's what Andrew's. Yeah, it's finally hit him. It's finally got to him.
I just need to cool down.
I mean, all our heroes, if we live long enough, Andrew, all our heroes are going to die.
I want to be immortal so fucking bad.
What's your plan on that one?
Oh, I can't be immortal, so I mean that sucks. But
Why can't you be?
well, nobody's figured out how to do that shit yet.
Yeah, yet.
Oh, I mean, if they do, I'm for sure finding a way to get it.
Why aren't you going to work it out? Why are you leaving it up to someone else?
Because I have no fucking clue. That's not my area of expertise, and I don't have the.
What is your area of expertise exactly?
I don't know. You tell me.
Turning your camera on during a podcast.
My expertise is visual gags.
Supposed to be being a high energy funny guy.
You can be a low energy funny guy. Carl
Well, yeah,
Pilkington
but-
does it.
Yeah, but that's not
That's
you.
Dave.
That's me.
Dave's the low
I
energy
guess.
funny guy.
I can be low energy funny.
Yeah, on a different show. This one, you're the high energy funny guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And on this show, I'm the genius.
Yeah,
I'm the guy who I say stuff. You guys are like, man,
The
he's really smart.
evil mastermind. More like.
I mean, still a genius. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So are we gonna do what other shows do, which is we must record for 1.5 hours no matter what? Every show must be exactly the same length of time, and then
No.
you edit out half an hour, and then you get your solid hour.
I mean, it seemed
That's
like
the
hour and
formula
50.
for success.
Seemed
So
like hour
if
and 50
we
minutes was decent.
If we record on Thursday, And PJ, how long does it take for your stuff to get all the background noise out?
Probably like 2 to 4 hours, depending.
So
My computer's pretty slow, so
I'll be up till 6 editing the podcast that comes out at
you don't
6.
actually. We don't have to actually release it at 6 a.m. on Friday. I just want to release it like midday-ish on Friday. Like, as long as it's pretty consistent for the most part. Like, the exact time doesn't matter. I just want it to be Friday morning-ish.
Why do you think Friday is a good day to release a podcast? Where did you get that idea from?
Well, you can't stop it now.
So I released it Thursday night, which was not the best. And then it just happened that based on when we record. Hold on. What the hell's happening?
Yeah.
Based on when we record, it just so happens that's like the soonest that I could get it out that it's.
So should I? You guys aren't going to kick off again, are you? You done? I'll end the live stream.
Yeah. Do you think Friday's like a really bad day? I mean, it seems like it does okay for us. I mean, I get that it's not the best day. Like, that's not when everyone listens to stuff, but
No.
I think it's better than being in competition with everybody Monday morning. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, well, who are we actually in competition with?
That's a good point. Do you want to? We can switch it. That would make it easier this week for releasing an episode too. I don't know. I mean, you're the podcast expert out of all of us. What would you suggest?
Yeah, over 3 years into it, and yep. Look at my numbers.
I mean,
the numbers tell everything. Numbers don't lie. Sorry, PJ.
I mean, your podcast is more successful than most people's.
Yes, that's true. But
not as successful as Who's Right, so maybe it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, it's an order of magnitude difference at this point, at least. So maybe we need to consult with Doug.
Do you guys both actually like love Who's Right? Like, I think it's funny sometimes, but it seems like they have. Well,
no, I actually do love the show.
Yeah, and like the Who's Right extended universe, I assume that you guys were all like huge fans of it. And like I said, I think that Doug and Anthony are funny, but I mean, I guess a lot of people don't feel. I guess it's just a matter of taste. It just is weird to me that they have like such a big following of people that love their stuff.
They're my favorite podcast.
Yeah, but also, yeah. I mean,
like, you know how Carl's like, Carl's like, you're kind of funny.
Yeah,
like that's what they are to me.
Gotcha.
Like obnoxious funny.
Huh? No, like
funny.
Well, I'm just going by like this, the sense of being funny. Like, I mean, it's like they just fucking make me roll on the floor.
I mean, yeah, they're funny. It's just something about that show. Like, I'll really like it for a little bit, and then I'll get. It'll almost like give me anxiety listening to it.
Yeah, we're calling you out right now, Doug and Anthony. You guys are bitches. Fucking we are assholes calling your bitch asses out.
Are you still live streaming this?
Yeah.
Never. I don't want to talk because I know that he like actually does. Because I talked to him one time and he mentioned he doesn't want to make people feel like that or something.
Feel like what?
Bad. But like I've listened. Well, who cares? I've listened to that show before, and it's like triggered my anxiety somehow. And then I just like had to stop listening for a little while. I don't know why. I don't remember what they were talking about. But that's happened a few times where I felt like I had to just stop listening because I felt like my anxiety was gonna like go through the roof.
So there's something very wrong with people under the age of 40, and I know this is the old people saying, "Oh, young people are no damn good." But I'm not saying they're no damn good. I'm saying that young people. Two things come to mind now when I think of like younger adults, and that's panic attacks. They all have them. That didn't used to be a common thing. And jerking it to cartoons.
I don't understand jerking it to cartoons.
I can
But
tell you why the jerk of the cartoons is because the what's the fucking the like hyperbolic expressions turn people on, like the way, like the outrageous like size of the tits, you know, and like the
No, I
outrageous
don't.
expressions that they make, like that, like
No, I
that's,
really don't.
what do you mean?
I don't get it.
No, but that's what turns them on.
So I'm attracted to like real women,
Me too,
and
but I've jerked
That-
it to a cartoon.
that's enough. Like,
It's just
you
different.
can't fuck a cartoon. You can fuck a real woman.
It's not about
I mean-
fucking the cartoon though.
What?
Well,
What's
I
it
don't know
about then?
What is
well,
the
I
point
don't
of jerking off other than fantasizing
So-
about doing
so I
more
don't-
than just jerking off
okay.
to what you're looking at?
So I don't know
Being
about you guys.
somehow involved.
So for me, when I did it, it's like I imagine like the cartoon as a real person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So do you So do you imagine yourself as the cartoon as well, or you're just you?
No, I'm just me, and then I imagine that cartoon is a real person.
So you imagine yourself as a trap girl or whatever they're fucking called, right?
No, I'm a real person, and then
Did
in
I
my
get the
head,
terminology right?
Yeah, I'm never gonna understand it, so it's pointless.
anyways, I just want to apologize. I don't know why I got fucking like anal about the
You
camera
don't have
thing.
to keep apologizing. It's fine.
No, but I genuinely
Yeah.
feel bad. I don't know why I got fucking
I mean,
angry
if
about
you
it.
should, if
Yeah,
anything,
you-
apologize to Dave because, like I said, my wife works every night this week, and I only have to really focus on this show and simple editing on Brony Boys. He's the one who actually has other shit to do.
Well, I'm also sorry for wasting your time, Dave.
Well, and I'm Brandon's minder, so that takes up a lot of my week as well. So
Say
Also-
Brandon's minder.
do you want to share the load with that, Andrew? Or
Brandon's what?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that.
What do you mean? Say Brandon's minder.
yes,
What does that
Like-
mean?
Carer, like you have to like look after him.
yes.
I mean, you don't have to.
I thought he took a break from Discord because he needed to cool off from me.
From you, yes.
Wait, did he take a break from Discord? He's
Yeah,
there
big-
every day.
No, but he said he needs to take a break from me, cool off.
When was that?
Dave told me that today. I managed to break him.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
well
believe
done.
that.
Congratulations. Who are you going to go after next, Andrew?
PJ.
You pick
Oh,
the
well.
weakest.
I mean, it was working apparently. I was raising my voice over a podcast. So
Well, I
congrats.
well, I didn't even mean for that to happen. Again, I'm really sorry for wasting both of your time. I don't know why I got fucking anal about it.
I mean, you know,
No, I mean, there's no excuse for it. I don't know why the fuck I did it, but I mean, it doesn't excuse it.
I was ready to quit podcasting about 45 minutes ago, but I'm good now. So
I mean, I still need
That's
to
good.
fucking wind down. I'm still like, well, because now I just feel bad about ruining it.
I mean, you weren't performing brain surgery on someone.
No, but it wasn't entertaining. Unless you really want to watch a train wreck like that go down.
You weren't masturbating into COVID test kits like someone we know was. So, you know. Like, what's the worst thing that's happened here?
I'd say me.
Okay. That's what he meant, yeah.
Oh.
So, what do you think the global impact of what's happened tonight is?
Oh, I mean, I think that China's gonna take over Asia.
Like the wrestler?
Yeah, the rest of it.
The wrestler. So, okay, well, we've done our 1.5 hours. That contractually obliged live stream for the week.
This is actually something that you should release maybe on the Patreon.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
It sucks.
I thought the me yelling at you part was probably entertaining. But I'm also someone who likes listening to people yell at other people on podcasts, so maybe it's not.
I mean, so thanks for listening to this special bonus episode of The Assholes.
That's what it was intended as the whole time. We tricked you.
Yeah, I tricked ya.
Got their ass.
We'll be back with our regularly scheduled program in a couple of days. Bye. Yeah, the rest
I
of you
mean,
want to
it'll
say,
be the same for them.
rest of you want to say bye or just
Nope.
Nope. Andrew, do you want to say bye or?
I'm a terrible co-host.
Okay.